Welcome students to session number 45. Today we are going to discuss few numericals of the textual exercise of chapter number 5, that is laws of motion. These numericals are very simple and you will be able to solve it in very quickly. And here there are a few concepts that you need to remember. The very first example today we are going to see is that is example 5.6, in which a constant retarding force of 50 newtons they have provided. In this numerical they have provided three things to us. The very first thing provided to us, that is a constant retarding force of 50 Newton. Retarding force means what? Retarding force is nothing but what you will be able to see, that the force which reduces the speed of the vehicle or reduces the speed of the object. Retarding means to oppose. Retarding means to oppose. So retarding force is provided, that is 50 newtons, means we are able to get some idea that the object is trying to get stopped, means its final velocity is going to be 0 by taking the into consideration retarding force of 50 Newton. When retarding words come, means it slows down. It slows down means its velocity decreases with respect to time. So I have the first value with me, that is a retarding force. Retarding force I do have, that is equal to how much? 50 Newtons. The first thing that is I do have with me in the numerical. The second is mass is given, mass of 20 kg. So mass of object, that is 20 kg. That is again second feature provided to me, with moving with initial speed of 15 meter per second. The third thing I have to provide it in the numerical, that is what? Initial speed, that is 15 meter per second. Initial speed they have provided. Initial speed means u, that is 15 meter per second. How long does the body takes to stop? Very important word over used over here is to stop. Stop means final velocity is what? 0. So you can say final speed, that is equal to what? 0 meter per second. Yes or no? Final speed is denoted by letter V. Clear? Now I need to find how long does means I need to calculate what? Time. Simple. I need to calculate time. Now in order to calculate time, you have to see the data given to you. There is force, there is mass, there is u, and there is v. But there is no t, we need to find. But I do know that what is force is equal to mass into acceleration. Yes or no? Retarding force, remember retarding force is always given by negative side. Yes or no? Because your speed decreases with respect to time, so your acceleration is negative. So your force is, you have to take, that is to be minus, I am taking minus 50 is equal to, for the case of mass, what I am going to write? 20 kg. And for acceleration I need to calculate. So a, that is equal to minus 50 by 20. 0, 0 cut. Your answer is minus 2.5 meter per second square. This is my acceleration. You cannot say acceleration over here because it is negative, so it is deceleration. Deceleration, or you can say retardation. You can say retardation. Till this clear, negative acceleration is known as retardation or deceleration. Therefore, answer is minus 2.5 meter per second square. Now simple, we have to calculate what? We know that the equation, we need to calculate t. For t we are using kinematic 3 equations, that is uniformly accelerated motion 3 equations. The first equation, u plus at. V, what is v? Final velocity. Final velocity is what? 0. Very good. Initial is 15, acceleration is minus 2.5, and time t. So I am going to get minus 15 is equal to minus 2.5 t, minus minus is going to cancel, 15 is equal to 2.5 t. So t is equal to 15 divided by 2.5. If I cancel, I will put 10 over here. Yes or no? More simplification, I get 5 2 is 10, 5 5 is 25, 5 3 is 15. So my answer is how much? 5 3 is 15 seconds. So my time period is 15 seconds in order to come to rest. Till this clear? Till this clear? 100%? Wait, I am recalculating it. So t is equal to 15 by 2.5. If I remove 10, 5 2 is 10, 5 5 is 25, answer is 6 seconds. Answer is 6 seconds. Hope it is clear. For calculation, remember, I made a mistake previously. 2.5, 10, 5 2 is 10, 5 5 is 15. Clear? So 5 5 is 25 and 5 2 is 10. You are going to get 5 3 is 15, so 3 2 is 6 seconds is your answer. Hope it is clear perfectly. Moving to the next numerical we do have for today's example. The next numerical today we are going to see, that is example in which they have mentioned that a body of mass 3 kg is moving from initial velocity 2 meter to 6 meter per second, and they are asking this speed changes in the duration of 25 seconds. Now they are asking over here what is the magnitude and direction of the force. Clear? So it's very easy example that we are going to discuss today. So we are having that about mass of object, an object of mass 3 kg, an object of mass 3 kg changes its speed from 2 meter per second to 3.5 meter per second in 25 seconds. What is magnitude and direction of the force? What is magnitude and direction of the force? Clear? Here they are asking magnitude and direction of the force. Very simple question they are asking. What is magnitude and direction of the force? I do have mass that is equal to 3 kg. I do have speed initial that is 2 meter per second. Final is 3.5 meter per second. And time duration I do have that is 25 seconds. Now they are asking force. We already know that what is force? F is equal to mass into acceleration. I do have mass but I don't have acceleration with me. So first I need to calculate acceleration. Very good. How I can calculate acceleration? V is equal to u plus 80. Final is 3.5. Initial is 2. Acceleration I don't know and time is 25 seconds. Yes or no? So 3.5 minus 2 is equal to a into 25. So this is 1.5, that is equal to a into 25. So my answer for a is 1.5 divided by 25. So this is 10 over here. 5 2 3s are 5 2s are. Yes or no? So your answer is 3 divided by 50. 3 divided by 5 3s are. You can write over here that is 5 3s are and this is 5 2s are. So 5 is going to be cancelled. Yes. So your answer is 3 divided by 50. So this is 2 and this is 2. So I am going to get 6 by 100. My answer is 0.06 meter per second square. This is my acceleration. Simply clear. Now I have to do what? Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Simple. Mass is how much? 3 kg. Acceleration is 0.06. Answer is 0.18 Newton. Force is 0.18 Newton. 6 3s are 18 and 100 you have to cut. So answer is 0.18. Now one thing you have remembered over they are asking magnitude. Magnitude I have found out, that is 0.18 newtons. But I need to find out one thing, there is direction of the force. Direction of the force is always in the direction of the motion. Very good. So you can write the direction of the force. The direction of the force is in the direction of motion. Clear? 100% clear? Perfectly clear? Hope so clear. Moving to the next example. Now the next example, we do have this very interesting example that if a driver is moving on a road and if he finds a child standing on the road or coming on the road, what he will do? He will apply brake. Yes or no? So this is the same question with the same concept we do have, that is a three-wheeler driver, a three-wheeler truck. Here a three-wheeler truck is moving with a speed of 36 km per hour. Sees a child standing on the road. Clear? Child standing on the road and applies brake. Applies brake means, if here applies brake, if they say, means their final velocity is how much? 0. Time taken to come to rest. Time taken to come to rest. Time taken to come to rest. That is how much? 4 seconds given in the question. That is how much? 4 seconds given in the question. They have told that the mass of this is, mass of the three-wheeler, they have told that it is 400 kg. Clear? And this mass of the driver, they have told it is 65 kg. They are asking over here, they are asking magnitude of retarding force. They are asking magnitude of retarding force. Clear? One thing, tell me, why the word retarding has been used over here? Why retarding? Brakes are applied, speed is being reduced, So the force in order to stop the vehicle or stop, or you can say reduce the speed of the vehicle, that force is known as which type of force? Retarding force. Clear? Perfectly clear? Fine. So first thing, I will convert the 36 km per hour into meter per second. So 36 pi by 18, I have already told you. 18 2s are 36, 5 2s are 10. So your answer is 10 meter per second. I got? I already have with me, that is 0. V I have. Time I have 4 seconds. Can I get acceleration, that is v is equal to u plus 80. V is 0. U is how much? 10. Acceleration I don't know. Time is 4 seconds. So I can get minus 10 is equal to a into 4. So my answer for a is equal to minus 10 by 4. That is how much? 2.5 meter per second square. But remember, your answer is negative. Acceleration negative means what? Acceleration negative is, I have already told you, that is, it is retardation or deceleration. It is deceleration, or you can say it is retardation. Why it is retardation? Because brakes are applied. Clear? Speed reduces, so acceleration is negative. Till this clear? Minus 2.5. Now I can easily calculate what is total mass of the three-wheeler. Total mass of three-wheeler, that is equal to mass of driver plus mass of three-wheeler. The driver is 65, three-wheeler is 400. So answer total three-wheeler is 465 kg. Answer is total 465 kg. Total mass of the three-wheeler, mass of the driver which is inside the cab truck, and there is the mass of the self truck, that is 465 kg. Now simple, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is how much? 465 into acceleration is minus 2.5. The answer is minus 1162.5 Newton. It's minus 116. This minus represents what? Retarding force. Retarding force means opposing force. So you can say magnitude of force. So you can say magnitude of force, that is equal to 1162.5 Newton. Here you don't need to write minus. If you are writing magnitude, no negative sign. Here just negative sign represents what? Represents what? Retarding force, opposing force. Clear? But the magnitude of force is 1162.5 Newton. So this is your final answer. This is your final answer. Hope it is clear perfectly. Fine. Moving to the last numerical of this session. The next numerical we are going to see today, that is regarding an object. We are having two perpendicular forces acting on an object, and we need to calculate the resultant magnitude of the force on the object as well as direction of the force acting on it. Clear? So we need to calculate two things over here, that is the resultant force, and we need to calculate what direction of the magnitude of the force, and we need to calculate direction of the force acting upon by the body. Here force is, we will need to calculate resultant force. We need to calculate resultant force as the body is acted upon by two perpendicular forces. Perpendicular means making angle 90. Hope it is clear perfectly. Fine. Fine. So first we are drawing the diagram for that example, in which the object, we can say this is a 5 kg acted upon by two perpendicular forces. This is your 8 Newton. This is your 6 Newton. So if I want to plot resultant, I will take parallel two lines here, and I will take resultant like this. Clear? So this is your 90 degree. So I can make it here, that is, this is your 90 degree. Clear? I need to take resultant. This is your resultant force, and I need to calculate this alpha. So I need to calculate two things. I need to calculate first alpha, R, and then I need to calculate alpha. R is nothing but what? R is nothing but resultant force. R is nothing but resultant force, and alpha is nothing but the direction of resultant force. Alpha will give you the direction of resultant force. Is this clear? Now can you see here one thing? If this is 6 Newton, this is 6 Newton, this is 8 Newton, this is angle 90, yes or no? Yes or no? And mass they have given how much? 5 kg to us. So I can find out resultant square by Pythagoras theorem. R square, that is equal to what? 6 square plus 8 square. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64. So my answer is 100. So if I want to calculate my R is equal to what? 10 Newton. Resultant force 10 Newton. Yes or no? Now if I want to find out this alpha, can I apply 10 alpha? 10 alpha, that is equal to what? Opposite side. Opposite side is 6 Newton. Adjacent side is 8 Newton. Yes or no? Opposite side is 6 Newton. Adjacent side is 8 Newton. So if I want to this calculate alpha, if I will send this side, this 10 will become how much? Tan inverse 6 by 8. Tan inverse 6 by 8. This is your answer. Tan inverse 6 by 8, that is a direction. This alpha gives you the direction of resultant force. Direction of resultant force. Clear? And this 10 Newton is your magnitude of resultant force. This 10 Newton is magnitude of resultant force. Clear perfectly? 100%. No need to calculate further for the alpha. You have to stop over here.